Well, welcome to Craic News. Today we have none other than Richard Downey, aka Dick Downey, aka
Rick
Doe. What is it, 64 if you're on eBay?
No, it's not 24. knock on the head, man. That's enough here. I'm not coming here to get abused. No.
It is none other than Sarah Taylor. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. Thank you.
So today we want to talk about campervan life.
I went out in May 2 years ago, fully in the campervan, and when you get like 2 years now, it is unbelievable. I love it with a passion.
The rumor has it that you get chucked out of your house. Is this true? Alright. And you had
Oh my
to
God, no.
and you had to take another option. You're like, I'll try campervan life. Is this true?
Honestly, the reason being is I just got too much paying people money.
Yeah.
I was always used to travelling around in motorhomes and campervans.
Yeah.
So, and I always loved it. Didn't want to go back to the house when I was out and
Yeah.
about, winter, summer, spring, whatever. So it just says, I could actually live in one of these here,
Ah, yeah.
100%. So I just went out, in my head, I just went, I'm going out full-time living in this. I know it was going to be daunting, it was going to be an experience, but I just thought I was going to do it. And I haven't looked back. It was absolutely brilliant.
Ever since like COVID, I think it was, like the campervan life kind of got a bit, like everyone was videoing and vlogging, doing their campervan, so we tried it. But we didn't try it. We tried just getting one and it sucked big time.
It was terrible, but it wasn't it wasn't like a motorhome.
Yeah, ours is
It was more like the back of a van that somebody had whacked like a single bed into it that folded out.
In our first outing, this is true, I know it sounds immature and childish, but Sarah kept farting beside me, right? To the point it was so disgusting, we had to drive home, but we found out
I went to the hospital for 5 days after that with E. coli
we
poisoning.
had E. coli and food poisoning, so
No, it was terrible.
So
What about that time you went to view?
Oh,
For
God,
you, a motorhome for you, and you went to take a look, and it was in a quite quaint farm area, and you went to like look in the bathroom, and they just
Oh my
left a
God.
big massive.
We had,
we tried to take it out of the garden of the house, and the rim of the wheel flung off. And we were like, this campervan is dangerous.
It was just a disaster. Now there's no shower because there's no shower in mine either. Here's right, Henry, but there's a toilet. Here's me. Oh, where's it there? And I lifted the toilet lid, and it was a big black turd sitting.
They still on another 100
But
quid
not
for
only
that.
that-
What do you mean?
I didn't even put him off. He was adamant he had to take it a test
Oh,
straight.
but that's because he was selling it for like £1,000. I was like, it's still pretty cheap and a free turd.
It was 900 without that turd in it.
Is there any time where you're in a campervan and you're like, I wish we could have a divider in this? How do you deal with being in such a small space?
My camper van to me is big enough on my own, and I treat it like a mini apartment because
Okay.
I've got my bathroom at the back, I've got
Yeah,
my
yeah.
living room, and I've got it. Right? What I would love ideally was to get one with a fixed bed, so I don't have to keep putting the bed up, type of thing. Like. Other than that, everything's great. But what I do hate, and sorry, family, and everybody, same up about where you normally park and all that there, and you're sitting there and you're just doing your own thing in your own business, and then you see a car pulling in, so you go, oh, there's so and so, and then they make a beeline for your motorhome. And fuck it, and then they're up at the door. Oh, come on! I don't want to be coming to you. Please don't stay too long. I love my own space. I really do. And it is smaller than a house, and you just get so used to it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't go into sites very, very seldom unless it's really necessary.
Where would you go instead?
Oh, I park everywhere and anywhere.
At the car park?
No, but when I'm travelling, I've always found somewhere.
Okay.
Always found
Just
somewhere.
random places?
Random places. It's close to the beach or it's close to wherever I'm going
Dogging
as
spots and
possible.
stuff.
Oh,
That's just evening
they just come.
Entertainment for the night.
So when I go away, it's a different scenario, right? That's a different case because you know you're going to be with people.
Yeah.
So you plan all that around that there.
Okay.
So you bring all your gear and you know there's people going to be there. So I'm off in 2 weeks' time for a week. So the me a week is 11 days when I'm off. So there's a couple of people in the bar who've been torturing me.
Would they want to come with you?
I want to
Oh, that'd be so annoying.
No, but listen, I don't
Not all the
mind
time.
that. So
Couple of days.
No, it's all right, but accompanied at times.
Talking about going away with people, right? When we started like going on holidays and stuff, we all went to Barcelona together, right?
Yeah.
We started staying in hostels.
Yes.
Because you went to recently Egypt. Are you still like, would you prefer staying in hostels? Because nowadays for me, I'm like, I used to stay in hostels all the time. Now I'm like, see if someone's feet up against the rail of your thing, and then someone's snoring, and then two people are coming and trying to hump each other. I'm like, this is like an orgy, but just a weird like.
But I paid to see it. It's like strange.
What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you on your travels where you felt like uncomfortable?
Whenever I went to Morocco, I loved Morocco a lot. I went to Morocco by myself last summer, and it was really great. Everybody was really friendly. But there was this one point whenever I was going through the souks, like all the little different like shops and stuff in the city centre, and I was chatting to someone. I was buying a mug. It was the last shop that I was going to, and he was just very complimentary. I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful, and what's your name? And I said my name was Sarah, and he was like, oh, Sarah. I just love the name,
the best name ever,
literally. And then he was just kind of like, oh, can I take a picture with you? And I was like, oh no, it's fine. And he went, no, I'll take a picture. And I went, okay.
Did you give him your phone?
No, I did not. He took it on his phone. But then he was just sort of like, so what are you doing tonight? And I was like, oh, I'm doing a cooking class with my boyfriend. He doesn't feel well, so he's back at the hotel. And he's like, oh, what hotel are you staying at? And I was like, oh, just downtown.
I've got a camper van, we're driving away later on.
Yeah. And then he tried to convince me. He was just like, well, see if you ever come back. And he got me to follow him on Instagram. He was like, follow me on Instagram. There's nothing I can really do.
Don't follow me home.
So I had to follow him on Instagram, and he like made me wait until the request comes through. So I had to wait until that happened. Then he was just like, see, when you're back in Morocco, you let me know. I'll keep you a space on my scooter. He was like, I have a spare helmet. And I was like, thanks.
He's a spare helmet.
I'll give you my
purple helmet.
Two for the price of one.
Okay, Emma, you've talked about the positives about staying in a camper van. We'll end on this. I want you to tell the people like a few wee pros and cons and weigh up what they have to think about if they're going to get a camper.
Well, if you're going to get a camper, just for pleasure, right?
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
don't come knocking if the motorhome's rocking.
Right. See if you're going to live in it.
Yeah.
You definitely need everything possible to live in it. Yeah. And what I've found out, I've learned over these 2 years to do most of my own maintenance.
Right. Well, you're not going to have a cleaner, like.
No, but no maintenance thing.
You shave your own pubes in it.
No, say what I mean. Nah, he doesn't. He'd never done a bit of maintenance in his life.
I saw him put up a mirror once.
I'm talking about my fridge broke down.
Right. Okay.
Everybody was saying you need a new fridge. I mean, £700. Oh. No, it cost me for the part. $8.50 and put it in myself.
£8.50?
And I put it in myself and got it sorted out. Other than that, get everything you need in. You get solar panels, get everything just to keep you running all the time. Big batteries. Okay. Change the normal batteries. Get big batteries. I put £2,500 on top of what I bought into the van.
Okay.
See now, it's better in the house.
True. Okay, Emma, you've talked about the positives about staying in a camper van. We'll end on this. You were talking about there are some cons, and there have been some moments where you're parked up and a few people gave you a bit of grief. They're either doing donuts somewhere or throwing.
Listen, in 2 years, in all honesty, I've only had one sort of major, and that. See, when you say major, like that was it, somebody throwing snowballs. But I parked up in the mountain where I usually park, and it started snowing, and I went, oh, will I go or will I not? I'll be fine. It'll only be a fresh drop of snow. I'll drive away in the morning. So I sat there, and then all of a sudden all these cars came in and started doing all these donuts and all. And I said, a peace and quiet for about 15 minutes, and then these two big Jeeps come in, identical big black Jeeps, made it look weird.
Two drug dealers or something?
It looked like that type of thing.
It wasn't snowballs, it was cocaine
balls. See the two big Jeeps, they were like... Your man driving, it was like about... he looked like about 30 odds, right? And then the rest of them looking in their mid to late 20s. So I opened the window, and the two were facing me, and I went...
They were facing the camper van?
Oh, here made a mistake opening that window.
Oh, no.
Right, so anyway, cut a long story short, they were doing donuts, and then everything stopped, and I went, happy days, they must be away too. And all I heard was bang, 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 all the snowballs hitting the camper van, and I went... No way, that big fucking he just throwing stuff right at my camper, my motorhome. So I says, that's it, no acting a big man. So I got out here. So open the door and hear me, hey, see it. And before I could say another word, I got pelted over snowballs, and all of the people were coming in the van.
How did you
They knew it was Rick Doe 24 from eBay. Sold him a hat.
I was lucky I got the door.
Did you just close the door and hide?
So I sat there for a wee minute. It was in my pajamas and everything. I was laying on top of the bed watching the TV, you know, before.
Was it your Celtic pajamas?
Oh,
that's probably why they were throwing snowballs.
So anyway, next thing, here's me. Right, it's quiet, there must be a way. And then bang, bang, bang again. I just kept doing it. So it just went, so I jumped in and drove down.
Did you drive away?
I drove down the this car park. And here, as soon as I got there, I threw a head down, that was me. So that was only the most weirdest incident.
That's respect. That's like Tokyo Drift down the Black Mountain. That sounds awesome. Thank you very much for coming on Craic News. If you're thinking about getting camper van, there's your pros and your cons, and maybe later on I can convince Sarah when we're older to get a camper van again.
Older, we're already so old.
Motorhome.
Thank you very much. Woo!